Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? I've been doing not too bad. It's been a quiet day. I did a couple things. I had a busy day yesterday, so got a couple things today. I spent most of the day relaxing, um, getting ready for tonight. I was going to do a different little intro for tonight, but I didn't quite get that done. So I'll get it done for the next time. Um, I did. I put that over there. I did kind of come up with a plan for 2024. Um, like tonight, I'm calling Countdown to Cruising. So the first, I know we're a ways off, but I'll get into that. So the first week of the month, we'll be talking about cruising. And then the next week, I'm going to do cooking with me. And then the third week will be a games of some kind. Could be trivia, could be some other kind of game. And then I haven't come out what I want for the next week's, but I got that far. I got a friend in the basement. I'm going to bring her up in just a moment. Let's see, if there's anything else I was going to touch on. I think everything else has to do with cruising. So welcome in, welcome in. I'll welcome my friend in the basement. Hello, Roxanne.
I'm okay. I've got a cold or something.
Well, I hope we get over it quick. So,
yeah.
Her voice is a little hoarse there.
Just a little. It comes and goes.
It comes and goes. Well, hopefully it goes soon. Well,
I want it out the door.
Yeah. Yes. So check the chat here. Kenny was the first one in and shared my stuff out on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you very much, Kenny. And we got Nick in here. Good evening, everybody. Just left the AAA office. Australians require Americans to have an international driver's permit to drive there. Well, I don't blame them. Need to drive from Brisbane to Australia, so I had to get it. Hope everyone's doing well. So far, so good. Hello, Danny D. Yo. Good to have you in here. We have the Down Under Cruisers. G'day, folks. Working and listening in the background. Oh, good. Danny says, there's Roxanne. And Kenny saying hello, Roxanne. And Amy is saying hello. Well, I looked at my thing today. Let's see what we got. We have, 290 days, 17 hours, and 46 minutes till our cruise. And that cruise would be the Put a Lime in It group cruise that Amy from Amethyst Hayes Adventures is hosting. That is going from the port of Galveston to Cozumel, Mexico, and then Progreso, Mexico, and the Yucatan Peninsula, and back to Galveston again. It's a 5-day cruise. And this is a Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. And oops, I'm going to do it the right way. Nope, this way. And Roxanne over here is our recipient for the Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise. So good to have you in here tonight. Roxanne will be joined by her cousin Donna on the cruise. So we're looking forward to meeting Donna. Some of us met her briefly backstage one evening prior to the holidays. So she seems like a very nice lady. Can't wait to meet her in person. So first, I was trying to figure out, I got 290 days. It seems like a long way off because last time I went on a cruise in October of 2022, I was invited at the end of February, beginning of March. So I didn't quite have as long of preparation back then. But still, I was trying the things, I was doing my research and all that. So this time when it came around, last time I started a little cruise book and I wrote everything down so I could keep track of it. And what our 8-day Southern Caribbean cruise was back then, and the dates, and when we were at sea, and when we were at different ports. Kept track of all my flight stuff and all that, just so I had and tips that I had to remember. Like, so I have those all in there from back then. So when it came this time around, and I got a green tab because put a lime in it, lime green. I started again. It's got the Carnival Breeze and it has the time we're departing Galveston on the 21st at 3:30. Day 2 is a sea day. Day 3 we're in Cozumel from 9 till 5ish. Day 4 we're in Progresso from 9 till 5ish. Day 5 is a sea day, and day 6 we wake up in Galveston again. So I got all that written down already. I started keeping those of us that are all signed up for it already. I've got the name that's written down. I've written down the cabins. I tried to write cabin numbers down the last time, but I only got part of them. So right now I got everybody in there. I went through and wrote down like I did last time, the decks and what's on that deck. Wrote down the onboard dinings. So this is the thing so I can start thinking ahead. But what I did do already is I went through my packing list from before. Now, like I rented one before was an 8-day cruise. This is a 5-day cruise, so gotta start thinking. It's like, okay, what am I packing in this? What am I packing in that? What don't I need? What do I need? Because for sure overpacked the last time. So figured out as I broke it down before, what's in my backpack or my personal bag, what's on my carry-on, what stuff am I checking, and then maybe what things I want to bring. And then Amy says I still overpack. Then I started a list over on this piece of paper over here, like things I need for the cruise. So yes, it's a little over 9 months away, but I'm thinking now, well, one thing I want is a new suitcase. I was given one before, but part of it has fallen apart. My cousin gave me one for free. I was going to replace that with. But then when I was weighing them, the one I was given before only weighs about 7 pounds. The new one I was given empty weighs 15 pounds. And when you're going on a plane and your limit's 50 pounds, I don't want 15 pounds of it being taken by the weight of the suitcase. So, and I'd like to get one that has the 4 wheels on the bottom. So I started looking at those already. So one thing I want is a suitcase. Another new thing I want is, instead of my personal bag I took the last time, I'm trying to think which one it was now. Think. Oh, it was a pink tote bag thing. Instead of that, I want to get myself a Helping Hands for Cruising backpack. So that way I can, it's the most the measurements that I've seen so far. It will fit my laptop in there so that I can put all my stuff that I need on the plane in there. I want to get myself a one-piece bathing suit, and I want to get some ducks, the bigger size ducks, like this size, that I can hide. And whoops, that duck just quacked up. The ones I've been looking at online, they are red with little white maple leaves on them, so from Canada. And then I'll put a tag on them that has my channel on one side and Helping Hands on the other side, so that kind of puts us both out there. And when I started my list yesterday, day before, I don't remember what duck one. There it is. This duck just does not want to go back on the shelf. Stop it.
It wants to hide.
No, I don't want you to hide I found him on the stairs on our last sea day. Amy and I were going down for sea day brunch, and I had seen things where people had left cups or dishes or stuff on the stairs, and I thought, who's left garbage on the step here? Oh, nope, it's a duck. So I found him on the way to breakfast or brunch on the last sea day. But I went through another bag here, and I started pulling out things to see what I have and what I need to get.
Mm-hmm.
So that way I can add to my list. So I can get these things. I can budget myself out. Okay, I know a suitcase is going to cost me a little bit, so maybe next month, or I can put some money away in my savings and then take part of that and get a suitcase. When I go suitcase shopping, I did get myself the scale. Just 1 second. Try not to step on the dog here as I grab it. Sorry, I meant to grab it beforehand. It's a handy little scale. It's very small, so it doesn't take up much room in my luggage. It's a little digital thing. I got it on Amazon. I can put the link in after. I forgot before. But I'm going to take the shopping with me when I go looking at suitcases, because that way I can weigh the suitcase and see how much it weighs, because I don't want to be putting a whole lot of weight into the suitcase. Also, when I load one of these suitcases, it's getting kind of heavy for me, so I don't want to be hurting myself either. But it's handy. It's a just digital scale. It has grams, ounces, kilograms, and pounds, and it just, oops, it's just going to glow there. It's green. You can't really see it. So just the weight on it. You see how many pounds and ounces it is. And that way you don't get surprised when you get to the airport either, going, oh, my thing's over weight. So that's my first thing to budget out. I do have some bathing suits. I just wasn't very comfortable in them, and I thought I'd like to get a one piece. And then the backpack, I figure it's a perfect size, but it's also got the logo for Helping Hands, so I can wear that around, and then people ask questions. We can explain what Helping Hands is about. The other things one thing I did put in the link in the description already is a non-surge protected outlet, because outlets are limited on the ship. I have one like this. Amy has a little different one. So she plugs hers into one outlet. I put mine in the other. And it's got like three regular plugs, and then 3 USB and 1 USB-C outlet. And this cord is like 10 feet long. And where my bed was on the last cruise, the desk was at the end of my bed. So I had that plugged in, and then I had this most of the way up my bed, and then I had a long charge cord on my phone. So I was able to, my phone needed to be charged, but I still want to look at something. I could, or was looking at pictures or whatever, I could still reach it. So that you can't have anything that's got a surge protector on it. They'll take it away from you. Another thing is a good thing to have. Try to get ones that don't have my address visible. Okay, they're covered up. And they're available on Amazon too. Are these luggage tag things for the cruise? Because when we get closer, I'll talk about doing when you have to do your online check-in. When you do that, you will print off stuff, which I'm going to have to get a new printer before then. You'll print off all your documentations, and you'll print off your luggage tags. You can tape them or staple them around the handle of your luggage. Not when you're going on the plane, but when you're going to the cruise port. But if it's a rainy day, they can fall off. Whereas these, I'll undo one here. I think Sharon said she had some for you.
I think she said she was going to mail me some, but we never got that far yet.
But these have a metal cord.
Right.
I've got 4 of them. Two of them I have my name in, but and I put these on. I've used these for luggage tags instead when flying, because it does have my name on there. But if my stuff was to get lost, it has my address and that behind the paper there. So
I did have a couple, but they're long gone. I can't find them. It said Delta Airlines ASA on it, and I can't find any of those from my husband's company. I said I just need to get some.
I had this one too that I got at the dollar store. That has
I like that one.
And I had to put that on one of these rather than the plastic thing it was on. But these have like a cable, a metal cable.
Yeah.
And they're like a Ziploc, so you take your cruise ship thing, fold it up so that it has information out so that the porters can see it. You zip it up again, so you're not going to worry about your thing getting wet. And then it's got a wire thing with a little screw.
Yeah.
There, and it just screws back together. Now it's going to be complicated because I got it at the wrong end. I might have had that Bon Voyage one on the outside of my suitcase, and I took these ones and put them on the inside. So if I got thing getting wet, what did I walk? The luggage tag things for the cruise ship. Like when we went to the port, it was raining. It was coming down in buckets. So you can put that with your cruise ship info in there. Because when you get out of whatever vehicle, however you get to the port, you just hand the porters your suitcase and just trust that it's going to get to your thing. But it did.
Yeah, I don't have a printer, so I'll either have to have someone print it for me, and I'll pick it up when we get to Texas, or I'll have to buy a printer between now and then.
I'm sure somebody can print it off. I think some people may have printed it off at the hotel, but we'll get it printed off for you somehow.
Yeah, we're staying in a house though, right?
We haven't got all the details we done yet. We thought we had things set up, and then things got busy, and we haven't had a chance. But we're gonna probably meet again and talk about get everything sorted out as to where and when and what and all that. We are looking into Airbnbs
Right.
for our immediate group, like.
Yeah, I was talking to my cousin Donna, and we may still go. I may go to her house, and she's gonna watch my dog because my neighbor's not doing it anymore. So we may get y'all to get the tickets going out of Macon Airport instead of the Atlanta Airport.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Well, actually, we're gonna start figuring that stuff out for too long, in the next probably month or two.
Yeah, in about a month, I think you can be able to see further down the line of tickets and everything.
It was too early to book the flights yet when we first looked.
Yeah, because I was looking for something else and I couldn't find what I wanted yet. I said, it's too early.
Yeah. I think it's like, it's 100 days or so out or something. That backpack does look cool. I'm thinking getting the red one. It comes red, blue, and I think it's dark gray. I think it's really, the logo really pops on the red one. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Alana and Sean. Kenny's saying hello to Call Me B. Another handy thing, and somehow I've ended up with 3 of them, are the little waterproof cases for your phone.
Yeah, I've got one of those. I love it.
Well, I bought myself this one before we went to Cuba. And when I was looking for it for the cruise, I couldn't find it. So I bought another one. Well, just before I went on the cruise, I found this one. And then last year for Christmas, my daughter-in-law gave me another one. So I like this one the best. This one, like this one over here was a dollar store one. This was I got at Walmart, so I think it's probably a little better quality. But I have those.
Yeah, I've got a little thing that you put around your neck when you like go to conventions, so you can have your badge showing without having to pin it on you. And I love taking that to the airport, and I just put my driver's license there, and it's easier to pick up, and without having to go through your purse 3 or 4 times because you're going to go 3 or 4 places sometimes before you get to your plane. So I've got that I'm going to use, and I've got my waterproof just any luggage tags now.
I've also seen people use these, but I used this lanyard. And you can get lanyards on the ship, but they'll cost you. But I got this one at the dollar store to put my sign and sale card on. I'll do this without pulling the rock down on my head. Whoops. Excuse my butt.
Nice butt.
But yeah, you'll get a sign and sale card when you get on the ship. It'll be at your cabin when we're allowed to go to the cabins.
Well, I can use my other little thing because it's got a couple clear pockets.
This is driving me crazy. I like these ones. Yep. Amy says I recommend a lanyard that be unclipped. So this one I can put around my neck. It has a piece that can unclip. So say you're at the bar and you order a drink, he's going to want to scan your sign and sale card. So this you can unclip, hand them to the bartender, and then you can hand it back, and you know it's yours because it matches your lanyard. But this is your thing you need on the cruise once you get it, because everything's done through this. You don't carry cash. You don't carry credit card. You put money on your account, or you put a card on your account to link, and then if you go shopping or whatever, this is what you hand them. And it has the name of the ship and the date. It has my name, dining time, your VIFP, which is your very, very important one person number, your portfolio number, and your muster station number. So I will probably take the newer one, the other one. This way I just can leave this at home to add all my cards to, and I don't worry about losing my cards at home. So I got that. But some people had the card stuck in here. It's just you have to take it in and out that way. And that's how you get into your room too. You scan that. That's your key to your room. There's a problem with it, then you got to go down to guest services.
So what happens if you don't put enough money on your card? Do you have to go back down and put more money on it?
So some people link a credit card to their sailing card. I didn't have a credit card at the time, so what I did when we got to the port, before we got on the ship, there was a spot in the terminal that I could go and add more money on. Only they messed up a little bit. I had to go to guest services later. Anyways, I said my name and all that, and they said, "You're with Amy?" And I said, "Yes." And they went and put it on Amy's account, so we had to straighten it out at guest services later on. But
what happens if you don't use all the money that's on there? Do you get it back?
You get the money back. If anything over $10 you get back, it will take you a little time before they get it back to you. If it's under $10, if you haven't used it up, then they will donate it to St. Jude. I want to try to keep a little bit over that on because the last day they have what's called Groove for St. Jude. And for I think it's $12 donation, you can get a t-shirt. Now Amy just showed me a picture the other day that they got a new shirt. I kind of like the older one, but whatever. For $12 you get a t-shirt, and then if the prices don't change. And for $28 you could get a stuffed bear. And all that money donation goes to St. Jude. And I know on the cruise that we did, they raised over $3,000 for St. Jude. So that's what I would like to do. I had less than $10 left, so it got donated to St. Jude. I didn't worry about it. Yeah, I think I might go the same way, just putting cash on it rather than. I do have a credit card, but my credit card doesn't have a huge balance, and I don't want it getting overcharged. So I just might go the other way like I did last time, and it wasn't that inconvenient. And if you had to go put more money on it, you just go down to guest services and do that. Let's see, I'll back up here. That's nice that she was looking at the red one. Kenny has the red one. Meg won it on the Helping Hands Cruisathon last year, and she gifted it to Kenny. And he recommends a lanyard that can be unclipped. Do you like it, Kenny? He says, I love it. Very interesting fab person. Could be whatever you want. It could be the VIFP, but that number you keep, that stays with you. So I'm going on my second cruise, and each day of the cruise, it's kind of giving you a point or whatever. And so I'm going on my second cruise, so I'm up into the next point level. So instead of having a blue card, I'll get a red card, and then for so many more days sailed, accumulates, and then you move up to a gold card, and then you keep accumulating more days as you sail, and then you go up to a platinum card, which I believe Amy's going to be this spring on one of her cruises. She becomes platinum, and the next level diamond get all kinds of extra perks. Don't forget to bring an empty gift card. Keep the lights on. Yeah, when you walk in, that's another tip. When you walk in, turn on the lights. It could be any card. It could be a business card or whatever. But to keep the lights on, you stick a card in the, there's a little slot beside the light switches. Amy had a card. She just stuck that in there. So otherwise, the lights will go off again. I've seen that on a different channel or whatever. People had been asked questions. How much are they charging me for the lights? No, you don't need to put your sign and sale card in there, and it doesn't charge you for the lights. It just needs a card to be in the slot, some kind of card. He's asking Kenny if his backpack works great. You want to teach for St. Jude? Me too. And it was funny because our cruise director was going around, stuck on a youth medium. They come just over his chest. He was wandering around like he had a belly shirt on. It's belly hanging out. I think it's one of the other guys put one on too. Let me get the backpack. It's on 24% off now, so it will be $30. Not bad. That's not a bad deal. $3,000 raised on that's like what, $1 per person on the cruise ship, but there was a good lineup of people donating. That was the same day they had the pumpkin carving contest and a few other things out on the. Danny might order hers tomorrow. Glad they got a new shirt. I have so many of the old ones. I just missed the design before, so I have. Yeah. But I like the gray one, and the new one's blue, but in a different design. But who knows? Maybe they'll have an excess of old ones or something to get rid of, or I don't know. As long as I get a St. Jude shirt, I guess I should be thankful. She turns platinum on her cruise in April, which will be the inaugural cruise of the Firenze. Yep, B, we get red cards. On your last crew, a room steward had a card in the slot already. Well, that's handy. Now she'll be turns platinum on her during her cruise on the Firenze. I guess we could stick the room steward's card in there. Because his name was JP. He left it on the desk, and I just kind of left it there by the phone in case we needed to call him or anything. And if you have anything you need to know, you can ask your room steward. They'll get it for you or give you the info to where to go or what. Helping Hands is having a sale. We haven't looked at that lately. Hey, Danny, good to see you. I had a lot of fun in your trivia last night. Hello, Carnival Sunshine back in November. Was going out of Charleston, going to Nassau, Bahamas, and helping Kate. I actually didn't have to put a card in to keep the lights on. Interesting. Let's see, Carnival Sunshine is going to be moving from Charleston, South Carolina, as a port to, just went out of my head, Norfolk, Virginia. That's getting a little closer to us. It's only halfway down the United States coast there. Who knows, maybe someday. But it was fun last night. Other things, a new thing I got. Where'd it go? It's buried under here. The walls of the most cruise ships and doors are magnetic. So last time I had these little clips that had a magnet on them. So you can put it on your wall and put, if you have an information sheet or an excursion thing or whatever, you can put it on there. But I got some of the magnetic hooks. I got a package of 5. They're very strong. I think these are like a 25-pound weight. It's just a little hook on a magnet. You can stick it to your wall if you have, like, you can hang. I had on my other thing, I had my sign and sail card hanging there. So why in one video I knew the boat was rocking because it was moving about that much back and forth. But that way I knew where I put it at night. You can hang hats, you can hang your backpack or whatever, because some of them are heavier duty than this. Actually, I think I got 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's very strong. It's like
they look strong.
And I think I was looking them up just before, and I think they start their package of 5 or 6 for about, it was $9 Canadian, so it would probably be about $7 American. It was handy to have. And then when I went to the different ports, one of the things I got as a souvenir was some magnets. And I just stuck them on the wall over my bed as I collected them and then packed them up on the last day. Another thing handy to have, and mine aren't very fancy, are these little heavy duty big clothespin things. So if you're going down by the pool or whatever, and you throw your towel on the lounge, so it doesn't blow away, you can put clips on it, or you can buy online. You can buy bands to go around it to hold it on. But I got these at the dollar store, and I think there's like 10 of them. So I had a couple of those in my bag, although I never used them because I think V and I went to the aft pool one evening. We were wasn't very windy back there. I took a little first aid kit. It comes in handy. This was a smaller one that went in my carry-on, so if I needed a Band-Aid or something before I got my luggage, I wouldn't want to get on the cruise ship and also need a Band-Aid, and I don't want to go down to medical or don't to get a Band-Aid because they'll charge you. So I got Band-Aids. I have some antibiotic cream, I think, some gauze, and then I have what these are called moleskin. I have those in another thing for blisters. I think there's little safety pins, some medical tape, just things I might need before. If you're to bang your toe on something or you need a Band-Aid. And this, I took this last time, my old glasses case with a spare pair of readers, because I find sometimes my glasses, the screws get loose, and I thought, what am I going to do? I did buy a little glasses repair thing that I had kicking around. I took it too, but I was thinking before I left, if I take these off to fix them, I can't see that little screw there, and I can't hold a magnifying glass and do that at the same time. So I took a pair of my my little readers from the dollar store, and I found this little teeny tiny screwdriver. So
Right.
I just took one of my old glasses case. I got both of those in there. Doesn't take up too much more room than that.
I can't wear anything but prescription. I've tried the dollar store ones, and none of them are strong enough.
Well, I got one eye that's stronger than the other. These are prescription, but oops. Not that one. This arm's a little loose. So I like to have that with me just in case, because I don't want to be trying to find some tiny screwdriver or something else to fix it.
Right.
I did make myself a little sewing kit too, but it was in my checked luggage, and I just had some safety pins, a dark and a light colored thread, a needle, a few extra buttons just in case. Pop a
You
button.
really go really prepared.
Well, and this was a case that had some wipes in it or something that I had in the car, and it's like, it's not very big. I could probably go smaller, but I was wearing a blouse that has buttons on the front, and I thought I wouldn't want to lose one of those buttons, especially right in the chest area. So I thought,
Right.
and I thought, well, what if I rip something that's dark colored? This way I have a white thread to black thread, and I figure it can cover both. Not something you have to take, and there's probably smaller ones you can get at the dollar store, but that worked for me. Now, that's something I found since. This is a fold-up frisbee.
Right.
Not something I want to use on the ship, but it's something that could be used on the beach, or it can double as a fan. And then it folds up in a little circle like that. That's handy. I'm going to take that. Just in case. If we go to the beach, got something to throw around. Or, if I just need a fan, I can keep that in my backpack and I can use it for a fan.
And if it goes out to the ocean, you didn't lose that much money.
Well, that's I don't want to go in and polluting the ocean. Where'd it go? I had another bag here. Don't know where it went. Something handy to have, and that's what I'm just trying to look for, because I have another one that's not disposable. So you can buy the disposable shower caps, and you can sit your shoes in it covers up the dirty part of your shoes. So when you're packing,
Yeah.
but I have a shoe bag, like it's a nylon material too, and I thought it was here with my stuff, but apparently I set it down somewhere else. Or shoe bag, or some of those compression cube sets do come with a shoe bag too. So, like because I take my I took my water shoes just in case I went to the beach and it could be rocky out there, and you don't want sandy water shoes even if you let them dry out and shake them off. There still could be sand on them. You don't want that getting with your clothes.
The water shoes that I have are really old, and the last time I tried to use them, they wouldn't stay on my feet. So I went to my Marshalls last year, got a pair of the Crocs, and I use those for water shoes. And they stay on your feet because you've got the back part.
I think they're in my closet, my water shoes, because I also have a pair of sandals in there I was given that were handy. Walking around on the ship, you want shoes or sandals that have good grip on the bottom, because quite often if it rains or it's been a little windy or even early morning after they've say swabbed the deck, the deck could be a little moist. Or going in, I noticed another one going into the Lido marketplace, coming up the Lido deck by the pool, just when you get in the Lido marketplace, because that change from humidity outside to the air conditioning inside, I noticed the floor gets a little slippery. So kind of thing you want to watch. Make sure you have good shoes that or sandals that won't slide. Most important thing to have for a cruise too. Oh, where'd it go? It's behind my computer. There it is. Is you're going to want your passport. No, I have one of those RIFD or whatever it is thing for my passport. So I keep my passport in there. I have my immunization records in there just in case anything was to happen. They want to, is your tetanus up to date? I don't know. I got in a discussion with that with friends today. I don't know when's my next one due. Let me see. Uh-oh. Where are we? Oh, there it is. I'm looking at the wrong thing. So I'm good till 2026. I was looking at the wrong spot there. I scared myself. I thought I was due. I was due a while ago. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, I'm due till 2026, so I'm good till then for. And he's getting things packed up to go to Florida, going to Disney with his boys for the weekend. Kenny says they have a lot of food on cruises. Will definitely make your tongue slap your brain. They certainly do. That was one thing I didn't go hungry on the cruise. I'll say that I like this one because it's got a pocket out here and also a pocket in here. So if I have my documents folded up for getting on the cruise, I can put them in there. Also, the bigger thing too, that had some copies of my documents in case I misplaced them. But it's handy to keep everything all together. I do have a photocopy of my passport inside because Unlike the U.S., we don't have such as a thing as a passport card. So if I want to leave my passport back on the ship and I want to take a copy with me in case I missed the ship or whatever, and I at least got proof to if I have to go to a consulate or whatever. Yeah, here's my proof. Here's my information. They can take care of that, but I'm not going to miss the ship. They say to be back for a certain time. I'm back early. Kenny's trying to. Pork tenderloin. Wasn't that jerk pork there, Danny? Yep, unlimited coffee, as long as it's your regular coffee.
You can have your coffee and mine too, because I don't drink it.
I don't drink coffee either. Um, they have spots where there's water, usually iced tea, lemonade, sometimes juice there that you can refill anytime, which is what I did. It's easier just to take a refillable. Oh, Amy did get us bottled water. You can order bottled water to your room, the small bottles. I mean, Kenny went with the bigger bottles, the small bottles. Or you could just take a refillable water bottle and then go fill it up at the Lido Marketplace there. Or just
Yeah, I think we're gonna order the small bottles and then carry us a refill for if we run out for around the cruise ship. I don't want to run back to my room to get water when I have a water fountain.
Yeah, it's easy to fill up that way, and there's ice machines too that you can. Amy saying, and Kenny, Danny, and Danny all need to join our group cruise. Yep. Who's making all the noise down there? Yeah, the jerk. I got a video. It was like our last night on the cruise, and we had to give credit to our servers and that, but we were all sitting in his area, and there was close to 40 of us, and I was sitting. Kenny was across the table and down a couple, and Danny was sitting behind him, and it was something about jerk pork on the menu, and I don't know what he said to him, and all of a sudden Kenny started giggling and giggling and giggling, and we thought we broke him that night. Yeah, small water bottles when you didn't want to leave your. Yeah, they're handy to have in your room if you don't want to. And I did take. I got a 12-pack of Mountain Dew and kept it in our fridge. So if I wanted a pop, I had pop there, and I just. Kenny was sitting next to me, and Kenny was behind us. Yeah. That was my pop. I didn't buy pop on the ship. I bought 4 drinks out of 5. Danny bought me 1. And like 3 of them were Miami Vice. And those were good because they were half strawberry daiquiri and half pina colada. They were tasty. And then I had a couple drinks up at the Alchemy Bar. Yeah. I know things are a little tight for right now and getting things organized now that you've moved out on your own, Kenny. I'm proud of you. Congratulations. That's a big step for you. Papadums. I haven't tried those. It's a papadum. Gotta look. That's another awesome thing on the cruise is trying new foods. Oops. See if I can spell that. Come on. No, that's not what it is. No, I've not tried papadums. Maybe something I'll have to try. I'm trying to think what else. I don't wear a lot of jewelry, but some people get roll-up jewelry cases. I had this one that I got a long time ago from Avon. I just put what I did take in here. I put elastic around it so it wouldn't come open.
I wear the same necklaces for weeks on end, and then I go change, from the little stones to another one. So whatever I have on my neck is what's gonna be on when I get on the thing.
Yeah. Kenny says you love to try new foods and new things and experiences. I tried what new things I tried. I haven't had crab since I was probably 3 or 4. So I didn't know if I liked it or not, or still liked it, or because I really not a fan of seafood, but I did try um, some crab patty things. I had some wild boar slider. It was good. I had alligator beignets.
Ooh.
They were good. There's something else I tried too.
They say alligator tastes like chicken, but I don't know if I want to find out or not.
Well, the beignets were like in a doughy thing. And
Right.
I think they came with some kind of aioli on the side or something. Most, or not say most nights, 4 nights out of the cruise, I had beef because if beef is bought in this house, it's usually ground beef. We don't buy like roast beef or steaks that often. So on the cruise, I had a steak one night, I had prime rib another night, I had beef tenderloin another night, and I had a fillet another night. So it was different. There was a few things I tried. They were okay, but it wasn't my favorite. Like um, I had lamb one night. It was okay, but it was one of my favorites. They had a turkey dinner the one night, but they had it. It was a turkey and a little bit of dressing and a little bit of sweet potato and something else. But they had taken the stuffing and rolled it up in this really thinly sliced turkey and a bunch of gravy, and I was like, yeah, it was all right. And I had fried chicken the one night. I had asked for white meat, but it wasn't my favorite meal either. But like it was edible. I didn't say it was bad or I didn't like it. It just wasn't my favorite. But definitely all the nights I had beef were my favorite. Kenny says the alligator was definitely make your um, yeah, best desserts, the Carnival chocolate melting cake. And Amy was right. Ask for a side of peanut butter and the ice cream with, and you take a little bit of each on your spoon. Oh, it was to die for.
Give me chocolate, dark chocolate, plain chocolate, all day long.
Yep.
I'm a chocolate person.
I had the Carnival chocolate melting cake every night for dessert. Every night. I also had a couple other things. I had the baked Alaska. It was all right. It didn't really stand out to me as a fantastic dessert.
Right.
I had a key lime mousse or something. It was all right. I had vanilla creme brulee. Mine turned out really good. I had the top, the custard itself was really good, and that my top was perfect. Quite a few people that were at my table, their top was kind of, it wasn't the hard, crusty thing. So I felt bad for them, but it's like I had only tried creme brulee one other time at a restaurant out here near here, and I didn't like it, so I thought I would give it another try.
Oh, I know I'm going to be hooked on a cruise when I go on my first one.
Oh, definitely.
I've been looking at cruises for a long time. And, right now, from Thanksgiving through the New Year, you see all these ads for this cruise and that cruise. But I don't know what's a good price and what's a good bargain. So I just look. And I said, after October, I'm going to really look for another one.
You get hooked. The top was white on Amy's. The rest was gross, and V's top was flimsy.
Yeah, whoever was doing the blowtorch that night didn't do the blowtorch good on the rest of them.
Or didn't have enough of the sugar or whatever to caramelize and solidify on top or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think, like the desserts that I wasn't impressed with was the baked Alaska. But they paraded around on the last night, which is kind of cool. They'll come out with because they do the servers do this. They're dancing and everything, or entertaining every night, whatever it happens to be. Sometimes it's just one of them singing, and most nights it's them dancing. But the last night they bunch of them will parade the baked Alaska, and that'll be on the top of it will be on fire as they come out. I thought, oh, that looks cool, but then I get this little teeny slice that's about this wide, flat on the plate with the ice cream inside, and it was like the top or the outside was not. Yeah. The rest was oh, it's just like Neapolitan ice cream. It wasn't. Well, there was one other ice or dessert I had too. Was it was a praline cake. I just didn't find that one had a lot of flavor either. Yes, the you dance with sugar. I got video of you dancing with sugar. Um, the first couple nights when Amy and I were on the cruise, the first time we had a good server. I don't even remember his name. I got him on video. Second night, I don't even remember who our server is. The third night, we had this group at the lead server was his nickname was Sugar. His other name was real name was about Yelong. He was from Indonesia, and then Jose, or what we called Spice, was from Peru, and then we had Pawan, and we called her Honey, was from India, and they were super team, super entertaining, especially Sugar, and very very accommodating, very great personality wise. We really enjoyed that, and for the rest of the cruise, it's like, can we have Sugar's table? Can we have Sugar's table? And not the concierge, the maitre d got to know us as soon as we come in. It's like, oh, sure, yep. Just a moment. And we had to maybe wait 10-15 minutes, but
my friend is on a cruise right now, one of those 25-day cruises, and they assign you a waiter and waitress or whatever, and you have that person the whole time you're on the cruise.
we on the last cruise we were anytime dining, so we could go anytime during the dinner time, and we found out we could request them. But on the next cruise we're going on, we're assigned dining, so we will get an assigned table. We'll that we'll all be at, and we'll have the same servers. I just fingers crossed they have. They're as I know nobody to me it will be as good as Sugar, but hopefully they're up there too.
Maybe Sugar will be on this cruise.
Yeah, never know. Never know.
I don't know if they all work for Carnival, do they stay on the same ship
I
for a
don't know.
week and then go? I know they stay on there for 2 or 3 months, and then they get so many days off, and then they're back on the cruises again. But do they put them back on the same cruise ship, or they go to another one? You never know.
I know from some of the I follow a girl that's a skater on for Royal. I was following another lady that worked for. I think she was on Royal, but then she was working on Virgin. Now she's off. But it depends on their contract. They might go back on the same ship, or they might go to another ship, or they might go to another cruise line. You got to look at a lot of these workers. They're from, say, India or in Indonesia or Peru, or somewhere in the South Pacific or whatever. They're from all over, and they're spending 6, 8, 9 months away from their families. So they might take a break and go back for a month or two, and then go back on another ship. Or They might be on a ship closer to home. Who knows?
Right.
Amy always had sugar dropping the pineapples in front of someone. Yeah, that was funny. So we presented with pineapples, and then Sugar took it on himself the next time the person was with us to put a plate of pineapples in front of them. So he says it depends. Like the only one we've really been able to keep track of are cruise directors. Like our cruise director was awesome. Right now, he's decided to take a break from cruising. He's pursuing some other things. There was Canadian young Canadian guy in the fun squad. He's now doing some cruise directing on other ships, and we've been able to follow him on social media, Facebook and Instagram and that. So Kenny and Steve got a bra. That was hilarious. Sugar would fold up the napkin, and he'd hold it in front of Steve was one of them. Kenny was another one. Crystal was another one, and tell them to blow. And when they blew on it, you go like 1, 2, 3, and like blow really hard, and he'd pull it, and it come out of this pointed little bra thing, and he put it across his chest. Got everybody laughing, and then he'd stick it on their heads like ears. It was very entertaining. Trying to think of what other cruise. First time planning, planning way out here. I was thinking for the next. I'm just gonna do it on the first week of the month. Those are more important things that we got to remember or whatever we can talk about. So we've got Kenny's cruised before, V's cruised before, Amy's cruised many times. I know Danny's been on a cruise a long time ago when she was young. She mentioned that. Danny's Griswold has cruised before. He was on our cruise. No, if Michigan Carol's still in here or not, whether she's cruised. It's pretty much everybody that's in here on the inaugural cruise or has been on a cruise at some point.
I've been on a gambling cruise ship, but that's different.
That was like a river cruise type thing.
It was in Florida, and they took you about 20 minutes out, and you were in the international waters, and you could gamble.
Yeah. This is one thing. The casinos and all the shops they won't open up until you leave a port and get into international waters.
Yeah.
When you pull in a port, they will close down for that time. Yeah, my videos I caught Sugar doing the napkin trick with Kenny and with Crystal. I don't think I didn't catch him doing it with Steve. I think I got a picture of Steve with the napkin thing on his head.
I can't wait to go into a casino.
I'm going to try this time. I will give myself a limit. But the one thing on the Breeze, they have a smoking and a non-smoking casino. So I'll give it a try. In the non-smoking, I don't like smell cigarette smoke. And it was hard enough when we were on the Horizon because I would keep forgetting that I needed to go down a deck or up a deck to go to the main dining room. Otherwise, you had to try to hold your breath and walk all the way through the casino. And I couldn't quite make it through near the end like this because it was really thick in there.
Yeah, I watch a guy who does casinos, and he goes to Las Vegas, but there's only one he goes to a lot because it's a non-smoking casino. But he does cruises because you can go into the non-smoking casino, and one of these days I might like to get on one of his cruises because it's all based around gambling.
like I said, this one has a smoking and a non-smoking. The Horizon, I think it was all smoking, or it was a smoking casino. I heard rumors that they have the non-smoking area in there, but I don't know how. Could that could be you're in a great big huge room. Oh, there's no smoking over in this area. You're still getting exposed to smoke. And I know, like, Amy has asthma. She couldn't go in there. We is sensitive to smells and all that and smoke. She wouldn't be able to go in there. I couldn't tolerate in there. So maybe we can go into the non-smoking one for an evening or a little while and try it out. That would be fun. I was like I said, I wrote out each deck and what's on there, and I wrote down the dining, which ones are free, which ones are a cost. So it's like there's some different things out in the dining I want to try out.
I play the poker machines, but I don't play regular poker. I don't know really how.
I don't know either. Amy says she has the thing of Steve with the. So stop.
But I've been to the poker tables and just watched. But then I play mostly blackjack on a machine, or I just pull the slots. But poker,
I would just try the slots.
Understood.
I will just try the slots for a little bit. Now it's like, okay. Deck 1 and Deck 2 are cabins. Deck 3 is the lobby, is the main level Ovation Theater, shore excursions, guest services, the Breeze lobby, the MDRs, lower levels are there. Deck 4, got the photo gallery, atrium, library bar, a bunch of other stuff. Deck 5 is the promenade, and then Deck 6, 7, 8, 9 are cabins. Then we got Deck 10's a Lido, and there's the stuff there, and then Deck 11's a panorama. A couple of us are on Deck 11. The far back end of Deck 11 has Cucina de Capitano, which is the Italian pasta thing, but at lunchtime it's free. So I want to do that a couple times for lunches. It's down the other end of our deck, so go try that out. And those are Deck 15's got the Serenity deck where you don't want any kids around. You go on the Serenity deck and you can lounge around out there. And there's probably a bar out there. Yes, I got to get pizza this time. I did not get pizza on the Horizon.
This is really, really good. So you got the stats.
I can't be around smoke. It can clog my shunt up and also cuts off my throat. Well, you cough enough right now, Kenny. You definitely don't want it. Yep. That's I think what triggered Amy's made her asthma worse.
Yeah, the gentleman that I hired to come and clean up my bushes and weed eat, he come to the door talking every day, and I started coughing. He said, "Oh, I didn't mean to have my cigarette in my hand," and he walked away and put it out in the driveway.
Serenity's where Steve sleeps. Well, I know on one day I think Amy was napping up on Serenity deck. The first sea day. I've got Steve sleeping in the we were standing around in the atrium, and me had challenged anybody to get video of Steve sleeping, and we're standing around in the atrium. I just happened to look over and Steve's asleep in the chair, so I just kind of turned and went and got him on video. But we had so much fun on our first cruise. It was the first cruise for most of us, I think, except for Amy, and looking forward to the next cruise. And well, there's 10 of us going so far. So you're seeing this on the replay. If you want to join in on the put Lyman at Group Cruise. I'm going to have a video ready for the next time, but find it. Nope, not that one.
Sorry, I didn't realize my microphone wasn't turned on. I'm glad that
You can email Amy.
No, you can hear me.
If you want to find out a little bit about cabins or whatever.
All right, can you hear me now? Does it sound better?
Amy KephartYT@gmail.com. Or Amy has said you don't have to book through her. She's a busy lady, so she'll do the booking for you. Or you can book through another travel agent, or you can book through Carnival and just let Amy know you want to be part of the group cruise, and let us know what cabin you're in, and she'll include you as part of the group cruise.
Yeah, because I've heard of some people who do group cruises, but they book it themselves because they can find it cheaper than what the first person got it for.
Well, some people that cruise frequently or they play the casino a lot get special deals that they might not get through.
Right.
So. Yep. Yeah, Amy says yes. We need more people to join in all the fun. We may not get the 40 that we got for the cruise, but we had 20 people. It would be fun.
So start putting those ideas down.
Yep. Well, Kenny, the funny part is, funny, not funny. The first sea day, V and Steve renewed their wedding vows because it was like their 10-year anniversary, not shortly before the cruise.
Wow.
Well, couldn't find Amy. Don't know where she was. Found out she had fallen asleep on one of the things up the serenity deck. Look over at Kenny. He's asleep in the chair. That was just the first sea day.
Might be hard. It might be difficult.
They had a rough night before.
All right, you're going to have this strength. These spirit guides will let you know that.
Well, I know. Remember all we did the night before because we got on the cruise ship.
Thank you for letting me.
We grabbed stuff to eat. Some of us went to the sail away party. Maybe did a show. I don't think we were that wild first night. No, we were a wild bunch later on, but I don't think we were that wild on it.
I don't know. Y'all are going to be in Texas before I get there, so y'all are going to have a wild bunch party.
We're going to figure all that out in the near future.
Thank you for letting me know.
Oops.
I'm going to send the check to cash app, but I'm going to do that after I finish for emails. All right, so let me shuffle these cards.
Kenny must have not carried any medicine to make him not sick. And I think Michael Ann's freezing. There you go.
Well, I see my little thing up there is down to one the thing that's like 3-bar thing. It's down to 1.
Yeah, your picture came blurry and you kind of got froze for a second.
I've probably got 2 more people on the bandwidth down there using it. So, both Kenny and Steve got a little bug or something. It wasn't McNasty. They weren't feeling well for a little bit. Kenny got an awful cough that hung on for a long time after the cruise.
Yeah, the other night when we were talking, he had the cough. So, what if it could be from, he had mold in his house and it just catching up with him? I hope not.
I don't know. He says
I
no,
don't know.
but I don't know. He did get better eventually, and then just over the last while, he's picked up something again. But it's that time of year, things go around. I just had friends chatting on my thing on my phone just before or through Messenger before, and it keeps popping up because they're still chatting. Get into controversial discussion with the one lady because she thinks she knows everything, and my other friend works at the court building, so she's exposed to a lot of people. So she went and got a vaccine today, and then the other person who's on the other end of the fence is saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that," kind of thing. And I was like, I don't want to get in the middle of their fight. Just agree to disagree, folks.
I have one rule. I'm not going to tell you if I've been vaccinated or not, because it's really up to me. Oh.
Well, a lot of us are, because to go on the cruise it was required, and then things changed closer to the cruise. And so I know some people were, some people weren't, some are fully, some are not, and that's all up to them.
My son-in-law got vaccinated, still got COVID, and now he's going to have seizures for the rest of his life because of all the COVID mess. So they don't know if it's from the actual COVID or from the shots or from just life.
I have two friends with what they call long COVID now, and each of them has different symptoms. One's doing respiratory therapy, has been for well over a year. And the other one just went to Mexico, came back, and ended up Christmas Day at the hospital for something a little bit more concerning, but I'm not sharing that information. But that's like, I consider myself really lucky that whatever strain or version I caught when I got back from the cruise, or at whatever point, that mine was just like a sinus thing, and I got over. Well, it took me a little to get over, and then I got something else, and I was sick for another couple weeks. And I've been fine ever since. Knock on wood. That I don't catch any of that again. People talking in Messenger when I'm trying to do a live stream here. Was one group of friends, and now it's another group of friends.
Well, I've got my phone on a group thing that's going on, and I just got it really, really low. Unless y'all can hear it, I'll cut it off.
If mine does too much, I mute the notifications until I'm done, but it's not too bad right now. But I am looking forward to this cruise. 290 days seems like a long way away. Like I was saying, on the first cruise, I was invited end of February, beginning of March. So I only had March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and then October went on the cruise. So I only had 8 months. This spring I got closer to almost 10 months for the cruise. So longer to space things out. Got a budgeting,
Right.
Putting a little bit aside of my spending money in for paying for different things. So that's a big one I gotta put aside. So that's my biggest part.
Oh, Christy's in North Carolina.
But 10 months, I got lots of time to put things aside. Got lots of time to pick things up over the next 10 months that I want. So I can watch for sales. I guess if the having a sale on, might have to look into that backpack sooner than.
Yeah, I've got a backpack that was my daughter's. I felt it cleaning up, so I gave it a good wash, and it still works after 21, 22 years. And I said, well, I bought one last summer, but it's too heavy, too bulky, and I couldn't even carry it to the airport with my clothes in it. So I said, this is what I found and cleaned up. I'm probably going to use it. It's a lightweight.
Well, I had the pink tote bag. I was considering this one. This one was through the essential oil company. It's got a pocket in the front. It will fit my computer inside. And you can either use it as a bag this way, because these straps will unattach and tuck into the pocket here. But then it's like, I don't know if I could get everything I want to in there. And then I was thinking about the Helping Hands one.
Katie, enjoy.
Look, I'm gonna test mine out before I, and see if it's gonna be big enough. But it should hold my little laptop. Cause you don't have to take them out of your luggage anymore. So it's not getting left at another airport.
Well, it depends where you're going through, but
Well, the rumor is all the airports in the United States are going to get those new machines. Atlanta, Orlando, Daytona, Florida areas were the first ones to get the machines. And so they're putting them in all the airports.
okay, so you feel better other than nagging coffee since Thanksgiving. Oh, the one thing with Amy being platinum, we can go drop our stuff in our room, stick it in the closet or whatever out of the way, and then go back when the other rooms are open and people can get their stuff. Hello, cruising is fun anytime. How are you doing? Welcome in.
Yeah, something I've done for years. It's when I learned this a long time ago. When you fly, if you carry a little carry-on, carry one extra change of clothes, underwear, and a bathing suit in case your luggage gets lost. You at least have a bathing suit and one clean outfit to wear the whole time.
Oh, so I have my list going back and putting it since the first cruise. I made it. My carry-on, my electronics are in my carry-on. I have
mine are too.
Your laptop, your camera stuff, your SD cards, your chargers for all your stuff. Because it's not good if you have your laptop or your phone and your chargers in your checked luggage. Because if it gets delayed or something, Lord forbid, it went missing when you're traveling at the airport, then you're stuck without, and you don't have to buy another charger. I throw flip-flops in there because I usually wear my tennis shoes. Change of clothes, bathing suit, and a cover-up. Extra underwear. Sometimes I'll even throw my little shorty pajamas in there. Lord forbid, something happened to my other luggage. My small size toiletries. Your carry-on should also have your medications or supplements. Any jewelry in that you should keep on your carry-on. That way, if your suitcase does get lost, I'm not saying at the cruise port, but say you got lost through the airline, you're not losing any jewelry. But don't wear your good jewelry on a cruise. Throw some costume jewelry on. You don't need all your diamonds and gold and that on the cruise.
I shouldn't do that. I really need to start. What if we did away with that?
Yeah, that's a list of my supplements. Well, that's the kind of things I stick in my carry-on. The things you might need and things that are important, like meds.
Right.
Jewelry.
I only have one bottle, and I keep it in my back, my little purse, whatever, belly bag, fanny pack, whatever they want to call them, body strap purses, whatever they're called these days.
Oh, the crossbody bag or the fanny pack type things, or the
I got a crossbody bag before I went to Las Vegas. Didn't pay much of attention to it, but when I'm getting on the airplane, I noticed that the strap was sewn kind of crooked, so it doesn't. Someone didn't turn it right, but it still works. But
all you need is a pencil, Danny. What are you going to write on with the pencil? Probably bring Dr. Pepper since I can drop it off. Well, you bring your Dr. Pepper, I'll bring my Mountain Dew.
Yeah, Danny needs the pencil and the paper so she can write the guy's name,
Oh, trivia. Yes. Danny, I always knew where to find Danny and Amy, because most of the time, if they weren't with us, they were down the Ocean View Plaza doing trivia. I went down there a few times. It just wasn't my thing. I participated a little bit, and then I went and moved on and did whatever I wanted to do. And that's the fun thing of a group cruise, because Say, like Amy wants to do her trivia. I don't feel like doing trivia. I can go watch a show. I know I watched a shopping show, and the shopping. I just followed a lady today. I know the guy's name was Julian. Shopping ambassador. Talks about when you go to the cruise ports where you can go shopping. What good deals are. But sometimes he put out. I got a Diamonds International tote bag because he was throwing those out. I caught one of those. He also gave us a list. It was a little map thing and with little things that free things you could get at the port and
Right.
Where different things were located for shopping, which was
Hey,
handy.
James, welcome in.
Hello, James. Welcome.
Oh, okay, no problem. No worries, Sean.
This was one time I sat in there for a while, and that was, killed some time. We're just wandering around the ship and with a group cruise, and Amy and so want to do trivia. Okay, they can do trivia. We can go watch a show. We can go hang out by the pool. We can go take a walk around.
We
Check
can
out.
do dancing.
So,
Okay.
they might have different things you can learn or whatever. So it's lots of fun, and then so Sharon's doing this, or V's doing that, or Sandra and Troy are doing something else. We'll catch up. And, we can all meet up at once. We all meet up for dinner, but then we can go off and do, before and after that, or during the day, whatever. If some people decide they want to go on an excursion together, they can go off on an excursion together. Not everybody has to go on the same. Hey, there's a TA in my basement.
A TA? Oh, an Amy.
The packing lady.
Yeah. Getting ready to pack all these shot glasses. I'm in so much pain today. Not only my side, but my lower back. And so I haven't really done. I went to Walmart, and that's about it. And Walmart did me in. So
There could be some muscles compensating for other. I've only got 2 shot glasses up here.
I have a lot.
You
I
must
I get shot glasses and magnets wherever I go. Any of my cruise adventures. So
I gave away 2 Bahamas. Oh, that's cool. I gave away 2 and I kept 1. That's not one. That's one you gave
I
me.
collect refrigerator magnets and salt and pepper shakers, but I don't have any place to put them right now because I'm redoing my house eventually. And so I said, I'm not buying anymore. 10?
Hey, it's a Canadian $10 bill.
She's saving it for you.
So I got a bill too, but mine's smaller. I have an American one.
yeah, it's an. I didn't mean to come home with a Canadian $10 bill. I left it in my bag, and I thought it was in my other bag, and so I didn't have it in the last Canadian port, and so.
Hang on to it. You may get to Canada again.
Yeah. Addie.
I have 2 50-cent pieces too. I'm like, are these even any good?
Yeah, you can still use them. Most people don't. They just collect them.
Well, my friend whose dad passed, and they had cleaned out what they wanted to, and
Out.
she just asked me to grab keys and a book that she had forgot to bring home with her. And then I went in before the estate company came in and took the rest. So I went in and it's like he had 2 things of change. One is full of Canadian pennies, which we don't use anymore, and the other one had
I love the big cards.
have, I don't know how much in American change. Plus, it had some coins from like the Bermuda or Bahamas or something like that. The one I kept was from Amber Cove. It says sun, sand, and a drink in my hand.
I think you see it's a female looking out into the clouds.
There's another one.
Yeah, water bottles are good to collect if you've got a place to keep them.
All right.
And then I got magnets up here. I have.
When I got my new refrigerator before my husband died, I did a deep clean of all my magnets, and those that were just said,
Addie.
whatever grocery store or whatever restaurant that I never went to, those kind of things went out the door because they're just advertisement restaurants or commercial, my plumbing. Come to my plumbing company. Come to my air conditioning company. If I didn't use you, I just trust you.
Well, I have one on the fridge downstairs for the vet. I have one for the computer thing. I have one other. I got rid of a bunch of those. I have my Call Me Bee ones.
I have one of those.
Those are among my first magnets, and so was a kangaroo one that the Down Under Cruisers put in our little giveaway.
Oh, I like that.
I have a Hawaiian or Australian one that says like koala crossing.
I would say I think it was koala because I think I stuffed it in a bag and I was like, she likes this koala and that koala. I did get a Carnival Horizon magnet. And then first place we went was Aruba. I got 2 magnets. This one's got a cruise ship in the background there.
Cool.
And then I got another one that was from Lucy's Retired Surfers Bar and Restaurant. Another YouTuber asked me to pick him up something, a souvenir from Aruba. So that's I said to him, and it was similar to the one I got in Bonaire. It was a skull.
Right.
And then La Romana and Amber Cove, I got similar magnets. One's got dolphins, one's got sand dollars. That was my collection. Then the other ones I have on here are the one Kenny came up with, went to Ripley's Aquarium. I have a Healthy Hands magnet, and I have one from Cuba, and then a picture that St. John, New Brunswick, with a moose on it. And then the pour painting that Amy sent me on a little canvas. I put magnet on the back, and it's on here. And then I have my koala stuck to the side that also came from Australia.
There's Victoria.
I keep collecting magnets, so I'll have to get another whiteboard. Or just from the dollar store.
I think she's moving to another apartment, Kenny.
She moves on the 9th.
Yeah.
She moved there, I think you said the 11th last year.
Yeah, I've been here over a year now. I've been here a year and a month now. Almost a year and a month.
Moving to a better location?
A better apartment, yeah.
Second.
It's wood floor. No stairs. So.
And you got the little outside.
Hey, James.
Safe travels, James.
Yeah, like this is here. Let me find it.
Danny collects water bottles. Maybe I'll have to find a water bottle on our travels. Hello, Tommy. How are you?
Yeah, I want to get me a new water bottle, one that's got a strap hooked to it. Or, so it'd be easier so I don't have to carry it.
Like, this is like what my backyard will look like.
Well, that's not bad.
So they're going to be together, okay?
That's your backyard?
It will be what my backyard will look like.
Got room for one of those little mat for Addie and your
No
Right.
grass for the doggy?
No, I'll have a little thick little grass pad thingy though. I have one out on the balcony now.
room for that in your hammock back there, anyways. You got probably a little barbecue or something. You can.
Well, I have seen people get the baby pools, and they will get a grass seed and put it in the baby pool. But that still means you got to pick up all that in there after it grows.
Well, I'll get a baby pool filled with water for her to play in the summer.
She liked that.
Yeah.
We tried that with our dogs, and they don't like. I ain't getting that water.
And then I can get a hose because there's a spigot. There's a faucet, so I can have a hose out there that I can fill it and
You can hose down the grass.
stuff, so.
If you want plants, you can put little planters out there or whatever.
She'll probably eat the plant. Let's be real.
Hey, Trouble.
Hey,
It took forever for you to get up here.
do what now?
I said it took you forever to decide to come on panel.
I just sent him the link.
Oh, okay.
Maddie just put her toy in the box that I'm packing.
She's ready to pack too now?
This packing is a struggle. Like, I don't have a whole lot. Like, I could have been done already, but I just can't move.
Like I said to you, messenger, I wish we were closer that we could help you. We'd have you all packed in a jiffy.
Oh, I tell you, packing.
How's unpacking going, Kenny?
Well, I finally got rid of all my boxes that were stacked over here in the kitchen. I actually had when I went out today.
I'll be right back.
When I went out today, I went to Walmart, and I had the driver from Mitchell County. See, the dump is not far from where I'm at.
Right.
But the thing of it is, I am not physically able to get down there to the dump to even take that stuff down there. So I had to find people to
Help you?
yeah, because you get, because the dump, like I said, the dump station is down the road a piece, but it's not far, but still,
Yeah.
it's very challenging for somebody that it's disabled. So
I had a
And-
teacher in high school that was disabled, couldn't use her legs, but she
Yeah.
drove a car because she had all her
hand control.
hand
Yeah.
control.
Well, see, the DMV is really strict and particular. You got to meet certain criteria, and I don't meet the criteria. So that's the reason why I have to depend on other people. I actually know a guy. That is in that's in a wheelchair, and he gets somebody somewhere to drive him around where he goes.
Yeah, you just got to meet the right person and not over welcome yourself. Just say, if they're going out and they're close and they want to take you, go.
But here they got here. I use a transportation service called Mitchell County Transportation.
Yeah.
And it's like $5 round trip. That's within the county. Now, if you go outside the county, it's going to be a little more.
Yeah.
But if you do it within the county, it's
Yeah,
$5.
we have that in our county. We have a senior bus and a handicap bus.
Yeah,
Depends on your age, which one they send out for you. And I
yeah,
think it's like $5 to go. And they do have certain days of the week they go to Walmart. Certain days of the week they go to Target. And
yeah.
you want to go when they go to those places, you tell them you want to go.
So do they help you like do your shopping, like get your stuff and all that, or just take you there?
No, they just take you there and you're on your own. Now, if you're handicapped and can't go at all, you probably have to have someone go with you. But
Well,
in Kenny's case, he can get around good enough to get,
now once I get to the store, I'm on my own. But now, once I call the transportation service to come and pick me back up from the store, that they've been actually kind enough to help me get my stuff in the house. For
Oh, that's good.
that, because I had that help today.
That's good because you don't have that ramp yet either.
No, and the people I'm renting from is supposed to be here toward the end of this toward the end of this month. I think they said.
Well, I hope so.
Um, but and I did have my oil check today in my furnace. I did
yeah,
have that check today,
That's
and
good.
the guy said the people I called, they said they don't normally do that. You normally have to check it yourself. Uh, they don't just randomly they don't just randomly uh, send somebody your direction just to check uh, your oil to see how much you have in the tank. Well, I told them my situation. I said, "Well, I'm disabled and I don't know how to even check it, and I don't even know exactly where the tank is at. I know it's out here somewhere, but I mean, it's uh, I don't know,
And
and
you're a new occupant too, so
and I told him, I said, and I wouldn't even know how to even check it because I've never dealt with fuel heating before. I've always had central cooling and heating, which means it was all running on electric, and I've not had, and all I had to do was switch it from cool to heat to cool, and be done with it. I've never had. This is a first-hand experience with just fuel heating. But anyway, the guy said that my tank was half full, so and he said that I should be good for a while. Now, I was warned that if I up the temperature on the furnace thing itself, that it will burn the oil faster. The higher the temperature, the more oil will burn. But I haven't touched it, so I've left it right where it's been since I've been here. So, and I've been here a week since yesterday,
you're comfortable.
and I'm comfortable. So, I mean, and if I get cold, I got a blanket right here. So,
Blanket or a sweater or a hoodie or whatever.
yeah, I got some I can cover up with. And like I said, I sleep right here on the couch. I just lay down flat here on the couch, sleep here on the couch. But
Mm-mm.
but yeah, uh, it's a really nice place.
Yeah.
right.
And you're able to make food and do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've been doing stuff on my own, so
Good.
They're funny. Okay. Oh, it says practice, Lori, practice. Okay.
So I'm assuming you can stand up long enough to cook because the stove's probably too tall.
well, I got a seat I can sit down on my walker, so and I can get my walker pretty well through this house pretty good. So
That's good.
Good.
uh,
I just went down to let you out and you didn't want to go out.
Saturday when I do my live stream, I'll probably give y'all a tour of this place.
Look forward to it.
Sounds
And,
good.
Hey.
Not Malibu.
Yeah.
Leave you out of the middle of it. Holy crap. Malibu. Well, last night when Addie was whining, Callie was laying here whining back. I'm like, when I went off there, I went down to let him out. He decided to eat and didn't want to go out. So I came up and
Hey,
came
that's
back.
not your toy. That's their toy.
Now he's why let me go out. You'll have to wait a few minutes, Callie.
Yes,
but yeah, the people that I'm renting from, they're really nice, and they've been very helpful too.
How did you find this place?
I just kept getting on with Northwest Regional Housing, and I told them the situation. I said I got to find something quick because I got to be out of my friend's house by the first of January. So I just kind of, and luckily this actually came across. So, and it's income based. So, and my rent's only $139 a month. So
How much?
139.
Oh, nice.
That's good.
And the rest of it HUD pays for. So
That's awesome.
and I don't have to pay for water. And I'm on a prepaid electric plan where it gets where they calculate it daily on how much you use. And to start the prepaid plan, it was like $126.75, I think it was. And then that gave you $100 credit. So, and then they count on from there. See, the last couple of nights I've only used, say, from January 1st through
What? Go.
that I only used like $11 of electricity. So, I mean, can't beat that.
No? Easier you're free to budget at that rate.
Well, it was either I had two choices. I had two options. I could do the prepaid plan, just add to it as I need to, or I could do the $500 deposit right off the bat and go that route. And I was like, $500 deposit, that's a little much for somebody that's on a fixed income
You
at
have to
one
pull
time.
that out of your pocket and go, here.
Addie, out.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, I look at it I look at it that it's only $39 more than what I'm paying back at home in Tennessee for rent. So
That's not bad.
that's not bad.
I would love to have that kind of rent.
Right?
Mine just went up again.
That's not nice of them.
No, I've been here 6 years. 6 years in October. And in 6 years, my rent's gone up over $100. So it's ridiculous. When the new company took over, they jumped it up the maximum amount, whereas the other company was only putting it up so a few dollars. This one twice has jumped up like 30 something dollars. Not fun.
Maddie.
And like I said, I'm on well water, so I don't have to pay for water.
Getting used to that.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, now back at home, I'd be paying for city water if I had the water turned on at home. But I don't have the water turned on at home yet. I won't have that turned on until I actually physically go back there.
Right. But like you can take that well water and get you one of those filters and filter it. If it,
Yeah.
like it.
Well, the people I'm renting from, they told me, said that if I start seeing the water like a brown color when I run it, then it's time to change the filter in it anyway. But the thing is, I don't know how to change the filter. I don't even know what a filter is to change it.
Somewhere under the sink, probably. No, it's probably a central. It's probably out there near the well pump. It's a pump house where it comes in at. It's probably where it's at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had to go today to get a fire extinguisher because the people I'm renting from, they recommended me getting renter's insurance so that it would cover, if anything happens, it would cover my possessions.
Yep.
Now the people I rent from, they have homeowners insurance, but homeowners insurance won't cover anything that's my possessions. So I had to get renter's insurance so that way. So I paid for a year for that. So
It's wise.
Do what now?
It's wise to do. Like when I rented before and renting now, I always had tenants, so that covers all my belongings.
Yeah.
Their insurance covers the building, but
Yeah.
it doesn't cover my stuff.
Yeah.
Other than having a fight with these guys over, they want us to have $2 million liability, and it's like, excuse me? By law in Ontario, I don't have to have tenant insurance, period. I do because I agreed to that, but I've always carried tenant insurance when I've rented. And then these guys are going to want me to double my liability. I'm like, no. Not enough. My payment went up.
Yeah.
Inflation, but it's like, if I double that, I don't want to be doubling my payment every month.
Yeah. But yeah, I could either, it was either for the renter's insurance, it was like $12 and something a month, or I could pay $149 for the year. So I just went ahead and just paid $149 for the year.
Gee, I remember when mine was like that cheap. when we were first renting before the kids were born.
But when I got the renter's insurance, they said that they really couldn't insure it until I got the fire extinguisher. So I called them today. I told them, I said, I went to Walmart and bought me a fire extinguisher. So I let them, I let the insurance know that I that I got me a fire extinguisher. So
I've always had one in the kitchen, just a
well,
small one.
see, I asked the people I'm renting from. I asked them. I said, "Y'all have a fire extinguisher in here?" And they're like, "No, you're gonna have to go get one." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's handy to have in the kitchen just in case. But I seen it.
Well, I've got it under the kitchen in the kitchen cabinets is where I've got it. I asked the insurance today. I said, "Is there any specific place that I need to keep this thing?" And they said, "No, just anywhere you want to."
The kitchen cabinet's good. If we have a stove fire, then there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, I seen a thing advertised. It's like a fire blanket. It's like that looks cool because you can. There's a say grease fire on your stove. You can throw it over top this fire blanket.
Yeah.
Put out the fire, and then you can just hold out the blanket and put it back in this thing again and save it for the next time. Whereas you discharge a fire extinguisher, then you got to either get a new one or find a place that recharges them. And you got check your fire extinguisher. There's a little dial on, and you got to make sure that's in the right area too, or a little gauge on it.
So what is that thing actually supposed to be sitting on? Because I've never really used a fire extinguisher.
Mine had a thing that I had in the house. I had it on the end of the cupboard. Here, I've had it inside the cupboard until a couple weeks ago, and it was just getting in my way. I was trying to. I had to fix my tap. My taps were loose, and I was moved it out. And I was like, I should just put that back up on the.
Yeah.
But I've never had to use it. I've watched demonstrations, like videos, on how to use a fire extinguisher, but I've never used one. So, like, pull the pin. There is an acronym, and I can't remember what it is. So, pulling the pin and the thing, and then sweeping the across the. But I don't remember it.
Who's a kitty? This is my good kitty. This is my quiet, chill, doesn't just. He's just along for the ride.
So how many cats do you actually have now, Amy?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm. Here's the little orange dude.
Hey, Finn.
So you got that one, another one, and another one?
Yeah, so this is Finn. He's the baby.
Yeah.
He's the baby. He's the one I got after Zool passed away.
Oh, okay.
And then Atticus was just here.
Yeah.
And then Malibu's my 6-year-old cat. And then I have Adelaide.
Okay.
Yeah, we're busy.
Hey, Busby. Welcome in.
Hey, Busby.
Oh, yeah, here's Atticus.
Hello, Atticus.
You're such a cutie.
He's so soft, too. He's my chill. He's just my chill, perfect cat. Like,
yeah. I miss hanging out with Sebastian over at Scott and Amber's.
Can you get yourself a cat?
I'm not allowed to have any type of animals inside the house.
Mm. Well, hey, I'm only supposed to have 2 at my apartment. They only know about Atticus, or no, they don't know about Malibu and Atticus.
Now, if it's anything outside, I can have it outside, but anything inside the house, nope.
I have to get Kenny a fish in a bowl.
I can't have any type of animals at all in the house, as according to the people I'm renting from.
I have to get you a stuffed animal.
But But yeah, I finished putting up. I finished putting up my clothes today after I went and bought some more hangers. I used up all my hangers the other day.
Do you have laundry there?
Yeah, I've got a washer and dryer. Yeah, it actually, surprisingly, this place actually came with a washer and dryer.
That's good. I was wondering.
Because, but my people that I'm renting from told me, said, anything that happens to that washer and dryer is on me. Because uh, normally when you're renting from through HUD, they don't normally come furnished with washer and dryer. So anything happens to it, it's on me to fix it.
Well, don't throw any ball bearings in there.
Or it's on me to fix it or replace it. One of the two.
You just do normal loads, you'll be fine. Just don't be
Yeah.
throwing anything
Well,
heavy.
I've already washed a couple of loads of clothes already. So I I washed and dried and
Jeez, look at you being independent.
yeah.
Proud of you, buddy.
Yeah, very proud of you.
Thank you. So
He cooks, he cleans. Wow. Shopping.
well, I will tell you this. I had to buy, so I could have something to clean with. I had to buy myself a spin mop today. Because I did that, and I forgot that I meant to buy myself a dustpan, but I forgot about that at the store today. So I guess what, I'm going to have to make another run to the store tomorrow after my doctor's appointment at 8:15 in the morning. They're coming after me at 6:30 and 6:45 in the morning. I got to go all the way to Asheville to get my brace fixed. Asheville, North Carolina.
All right. Yeah.
I got to go to the orthopedic appliance orthopedic appliance company in Asheville because that was the only opening that they had. Anything closer to where I'm at, I would have had to wait until the 29th of January to make an appointment, and I couldn't wait that long.
That's good.
So
Well, Busby says, did you fold them and put them away? Well, he was hanging things up, so hopefully he put the clean laundry away.
yeah, I did. Yeah, I've been I've been putting putting the towels and the wash rags in the. There's a place in the bathroom to put them, and then my clothes in the dresser that I have in the bedroom. So
Washing dishes.
manually washing dishes, even though I hate manually washing dishes.
I do too. That's
I miss my dishwasher. I've got a dishwasher at home, but thankfully I got a dish strainer, so I don't have to manually dry them things.
That's me.
I let the dish strainer do it.
I hate washing dishes, but I will wash them and sit them in the rack or on a towel and let it dry.
No, I pass. But I actually had to buy myself a spin mop today, and I had to buy a wet and dry vacuum, so I'd have a vacuum to where if I spill something wet, I could vacuum it up, and then I could also vacuum up dry stuff too. So
I
that
want
way,
one of those robot vacuums, the wet and dry robot vacuums. That's what I want one of those. The little round ones that like you
is
set
that
goes
the
and
thing
does
about it is I don't know how to program those things. I know you got to program them things. I don't know how you program.
I don't either.
Maybe there's an app to do that.
And but yeah, I
It's amazing what you figure out you can do when you have to do it.
yeah.
But I'm excited for you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's quiet here.
I bet.
And I actually don't have to. I actually don't have to worry about disturbing any neighbors. Don't have to worry about waking up nobody.
I was gonna make a comment, but I won't make it. I won't make it on a live.
What's that?
I said I'm not gonna make it on live. Busby's siblings are coming over again Saturday. Are you trying to do that? Well, that's V's been trying to come up, but I think her internet service is down.
Oh, is that why she's not going live tonight?
Well, she's only going to be doing things here and there, mostly just shorts and stuff.
Ah.
She thinks her internet's down because she can't even call. She's been trying to come up, but she even rebooted the computer and it's not working. She tried to call tech services. It says due to technical difficulties, we are unable to take your call. She can't even fix it that way.
But it looks like it's going to be.
That's not what I was going to say, Busby, but
Yeah, I can do that too.
I need to know these things. Come on.
Yep.
Somebody take you outside?
The problem is that I need to get a I need to get a curtain put up on my bathroom window, because when you're in the bathroom, they know if somebody comes around there to the back of where that bathroom window's at, they're gonna see you.
Well, they come around looking in that window. They deserve to get an eye. I'll put it this way, as my kid would say, he was glad when I was away because he could wander around naked and not have to worry about bothering anybody.
Yeah, well, that too, yeah.
You can't do that when mom's at home. I'm like, they practically do it anyways. Wander around in your boxers. You're getting close there, son. Or she'll wander through with shorty shorts and her bralette on. And I'm like, maybe I should wander around. Maybe I should wander around in my underwear.
I ordered a new shower curtain today.
Yeah, I can do that too, Busby. But
my mom, when we lived in the house when I was younger, she had a curtain rod there because our window was in the bathtub shower stall thing, and she made curtains out of a towel.
I ordered that today.
Cool.
Oh, I like that.
Very cool.
Welcome back, Roxanne.
Thanks. My daughter called, so I had to talk to her a minute.
I understand. No worries.
Or seems to just put a towel up or whatever with a couple thumbtacks just to hold.
Yeah. Yeah. This is, I'm supposed to be able to see a lot of deer around here, but I've yet to see any deer. Because, like I said the other day in my live, this is also, even though this is called Buidine as a community,
Mm-hmm.
it's also known as deer country, where supposedly a lot of deer's been known to come around here and stuff, but I've not seen any deer since I've been here. So
Yeah, it was a pretty bad design, Busby, because it was like you walked in our bathroom, there was the and straight ahead was the shower thing, and the window was right over that. And I'm like, but when I renovated, instead of putting curtains or towels back up, I just got some clear Mac Tack, the frosted stuff, the frosted Mac Tack, and put it on the windows. That way, it let in the light, but it didn't.
And if anybody is in the background listening, you're more than welcome to come in and do like reading.
It's the frosted Mac Tack. It let the light in, but people couldn't see us directly. But we were on the second floor, so. Busby says to put a salt block or mineral block out there, you'll see them.
mm. Yeah, well, I've had several people say, don't be surprised you wake up one morning and see a bunch of deer around your yard. And I've not seen any, so.
You know, if you start feeding them your scraps, they might show up.
I don't hardly have any scraps left because I usually run up eating all my food up.
And sometimes it's best not to get them started, or you'll never get rid of them.
You end up things like raccoons and skunks too.
What?
Well, my cousin still has her baby deer.
Hey, Kankelman, how you doing?
Hello, Kankelman.
Do I know who that is?
Private chat.
I think I know who it is. Yeah, that's who I thought. Okay.
Excuse me, there.
Huh?
All of a sudden, my screen went black.
Yeah, I've got a cold or a sinuses or something. My daughter's got it too. But it doesn't. I don't sound like this all day. I may sound like this for 2 or 3 hours and then go away. Then I sound better when I, clear my throat. So you never know.
Speaking of sickness, everybody keep Dad and everybody in that rehab facility in your prayers. I got told today. I got told today that it might be a good idea if I stay away another week or so because they've gotten several new cases there at the facility at the McNasty.
And they're better off to stay away till it's clear.
Yeah, my son-in-law.
My dad, he tested yesterday, and he tested positive still. So.
Hello. And we can hear her too.
Hello, V.
I've been working.
Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny.
Yeah. They had a meeting at my son-in-law's work at the hospital. I think he's in California. Anyway, they're over capacity and they're having to cut back on some of the surgery COVID cases.
Kenny, mute when you cough.
Do what?
Mute when you cough.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So I can hear Miss Roxy. She doesn't talk loud either.
Yeah, I've got a cold right now, so I don't talk good.
Okay, repeat that.
Repeat it? Sure. I am sick, so I can't talk very well.
No, before when Kenny was coughing.
Oh, about the hospital. Oh, yeah, they've got an overabundant supply of people in the hospital in California. And so they're having to cut back on surgeries and things because there's no rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're over capacity and everybody's coming in. Oh, even the Florida hospitals with all these snowbirders that are going down there, their hospitals are beginning to fill.
Everybody wants to get away from here because it's freaking cold here now.
Tell me that.
And they're not telling me the temperature now. It was 28 Fahrenheit or minus 20 Celsius.
It was -7 minus the windshield, so I don't know what it is with the wind right now.
I looked over here earlier. I said 28 Celsius or Fahrenheit. And I went, "Oh, that's cold." I looked
That's
at my
cold.
-3, and I'm like, I don't know what the forecast are. Well, they put salt down last night, and it was like somebody asked on Facebook, "Why did they put salt down?" Because it was wet yesterday, and it froze last night. So it was black ice. We had a very small dusting of the white stuff, not even half an inch.
It was awful driving it in the morning, is all I'm going to say. Tangle Man is in chat.
Yeah.
How's my hair?
It's cool.
I don't want to scare Kenny away, you know? You might tell me to get a haircut.
I need one. I brushed mine without a mirror. I was like, I hope it looks okay.
Yeah, I need one. Mine's getting too long.
I don't like it in my eyes, and it's getting to that point.
I think I should just get a wig. Just shave it all off and just get a wig. That's it.
How have you been getting along, V?
Just sleeping a lot
You're,
and doing my vocal exercises.
you're sleeping a lot and doing vocal exercises?
Yeah. Because my body doesn't process the anesthesia. Anesthetic. Right, so I'm still tired.
Some people it takes a long time to clear their system.
Yep, that's me.
Trying to think, I knew somebody else that was like that too. I can't remember who it was. Steve being a good boy.
Kankelman, we're getting some snow here. I was told that with me being in Building, I was told I could get anywhere from like 3 to 8 inches compared to Spruce Pine, where they might get like 3 to 6 maybe, but
I think totaled in the 3
but
snowfalls we've maybe had 1.5 inches.
But from what I've had so far, I've not had anything that really mounted anything. I mean, it might turn the ground white for a little bit, but then it wouldn't stick around. So, but
Well, that's good.
And we keep getting these little dustings when it's not even enough to cover the grass. It's
yeah,
like much.
On Christmas Day, we had sunshine, no snow. And I was like, am I in Florida?
There you go, Amanda.
We had sunshine Christmas Day. We had sunshine on New Year's Day, I think.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit the next day. Oh, it was a little tiny bit earlier today too, but otherwise it's been cold or it's been wet.
Yeah.
It was cold here today.
Yeah.
Like from early mid-December, we had rain, more rain. We were staying in around the 40s, and now it's dropped. Oh, down to 26 now.
Yeah, knock on wood. My side of the Georgia has not had any snow. They had some up in the mountains, but it didn't stay.
I think we'll go another 8 minutes, folks, and then we'll close down the live part.
Yeah, it's almost 8:30.
That's almost 2.5 hours for me, so I think I don't want to waste all my time, but I like chatting, and especially when I had friends who are available to come up.
Information so if somebody sees you.
Snow usually falls in January, February here. So last year, in 2022, 2023, we came back from the cruise near the end of October, and we had another 2 weeks of 70-degree weather
Yeah.
before it cooled off, and then we didn't get snow till just before Christmas, I think.
Do you like your new toy? Yeah. This
I
is her-
do.
I got her today.
I do love my squeaky toy. Thank you.
Oh, Kelly's is up on the bed.
Right now, you can find a lot of dog toys on clearance from Christmas.
I didn't buy him any toys. I bought Kelly some treats. Trevor bought him a duck that has the wings that crinkle like that.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to having some treats come from a company, another channel I followed. She had a contest. She was collaborating with this company, I guess they could put it. And Callie won. Still waiting for it to come, but we'll see. But it's treats too. They're healthy treats. Don't freeze your berries, Busby. That's not good.
Nope.
Don't spit your berries.
Not touching that one.
I have to have a shower after that.
Okay, you know what, guys? I think we're gonna call it now.
We're calling it after a shower.
And we'll see you next week. Next week we will be cooking something. I haven't figured out what. But thanks for coming by, and we'll see you on the flip side.